Hi guys, good morning all of you. I hope all of you can hear me. Anyone guys, can you please confirm? Is I'm audible?
Yes.
Right, right guys. So guys, hope all of you have attended the last couple of classes guys. Anybody has been joined for the today's class? Is today's your
Hi,
first class?
hey
My
Vamsi, this is Raj.
Yeah,
I just joined today.
okay, Raj, okay.
Hi
Ankit?
Vamsi. Yes, Ankit.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
even it's my first class.
okay, fine, no problem.
Me also first class.
Okay, three people are there. Okay. Right, guys. No need to worry because just we have taken just a two introduction classes. Just like what is data science, what are the different things we are going to learn in the data science, what is machine learning. I just taken only two introduction classes only, not more than that. And even technically, it is very the basic beginnings only. That two introduction classes. We are not going to start directly with the data science and all these things immediately. There are some prerequisites are there. So there are some prerequisites like we have to learn Python. As part of the Python, we have to learn NumPy, pandas, data visualizations, and all these skills. Then we can learn something called as an something the machine learning, deep learning, NLP, and all these things we are going to comes in the later classes. So just quickly to summarize the last two classes, just I have given some few basic introductions, like what machines will do. If you give the data to the machines, machines are going to study the data. Machines are going to understand the patterns in the data. So what is the importance of that? So I just given some kind of a simple examples also I have been given for that. Like examples are like it's simple, easy to understand like whenever the banks gives loans, whenever the bank want to give the loan or whenever the loan approval for a customer. So whenever a customer comes and applies a loan, how the banks are going to decide whether the loan should be approved or whether the loan should not be approved. How it is decided? It is not just based on the salary of the customer or what is the CIBIL score of the customer. It is not just depending on that. What they will do is they will analyze the past customers' data, the old customers data they have been analyzed. So once they analyze the old customers data, there are going to be some kind of an insights. So whether that means the customer is becoming defaulter, what is the main important factor that is deciding, that means whatever it is exactly deciding for that. So there may be some factors may be there. So how to identify? So what exactly the dependency is there? So whether the customer is becoming a defaulter or non-defaulter, on what basis it is going to be, we can decide it. So the machines are going to study the patterns. Once the machines are fed with this data, machines are going to study the patterns. And it will tell you the story behind that, that how the defaulters can be decided. That means on what basis the defaulters are there, on what factors whether the customer is becoming a defaulter or non-defaulter is deciding. So that is the things what we are going to identify as part of the real-time scenarios. So once if you know the insights, then automatically based on the insights, I can take a decision. So to whom I have to give the loans. For example, as I said that in the last 10 years of time, we given the loans to various customers. So most of the customers, the defaulters, who are the defaulters, if I analyze it them, mostly let us say that their ages are between 32 to, for example, 39 years of age, for example, or 32 to 36 years of age. So 80% of the customers are the defaulters. In between 32 to 36 age, who has taken the loans, 80% of them are defaulters. So machine learns that and it tells that whenever a customer is having a age of 32, 38 or 36, 80% chances that he will becomes a defaulter. So machines are going to study the data, guys. So for that, yesterday also just a small, a simple practical example I have shown with that. A simple today also I'll show you some. Last class I shown you a simple how the linear regression will work. I didn't explain it because in the first class itself, in the second class itself, we cannot make you understand what is a decision trees and what is linear regression models. Just it is a simple activity I have taken, like Uber cars, Uber prices I have taken. So how the Uber is going to decides the how the Uber is going to charge us. So depending on the how much distance you travel, whether it is a peak time or a non-peak time, and whether it's not only that, there are so many other factors. What is that travel duration? So how depending on that, how it is going to charge us. So for that, we feed the data to the machine. We feed the data to the machine, and the machines has studied the patterns, and it has given the patterns in the yesterday's class. So the people who has not attended the yesterday's class, no worries. You can get the recording videos for that, whatever the classes you have been got missed. So no worries. There are only just a demo classes only, just to make you understand. I have just given some small introduction part. So today is going to be my third introduction class. It's a third demo class. So I don't know why people has not joined. Yesterday, 20 people has joined. Today only 9, 7 only they have joined. Okay, no worries. Let's continue it. So yeah. So today's discussion here is like as I said that like if you feed the data to the machine, machines are going to study the pattern. Fine. But what is my work here now? What is exactly my work here now? That means as a machine learning expert, what I have to do. So let us try to understand what is the technical aspects of the in a data science project. So whenever we are working in a data science project, so what exactly our technical aspects? So what exactly the technical concepts which we have to work? So that is what our today's discussion is, guys. Okay. So let me discuss about this. Let me talk about these particular discussions, guys. Yes, machines. Simple I said that machine learning is nothing but where the data was given to the data was given to the machine. Machine is going to studies the data. Machines are going to studies the data, and it is going to give you the insights. It is going to give you the insights. Now, based on these insights, what we are going to be doing? We are going to be doing some kind of an prediction. Simple case. So machine learning process is a very simple process. Data was fed to the machine. Machines are going to study the data and it is going to get the insights, and based on the insights, we can do the predictions. But how the machines are going to learn? Machines are going to learn with the help of some kind of an algorithms. So who is going to choose these algorithms? We don't write the algorithms, but we have to specify like by using which algorithm the machine has to learn. So that is what we have seen discussed in the last class. So there are different types of algorithms are there, like we call it as classification algorithms, regression algorithms. We have a different types of algorithms. We'll decide like which algorithm for which type of problem statement. So each and every problem statement can be solved by a different types of algorithms, because every algorithm behavior is not the same. So each algorithm is going to be having some strengths and weakness. So in some scenarios, the algorithms learns very effectively. In some scenarios, they don't learn effectively. So we have to study those particular things only as part of our course curriculum. Okay. So simply I said data is given to the machine. Machine is going to study the data or learn from the data with the help of the algorithm. It is going to give the insights, and based on the insights, we can do the prediction. It's look like a simple process only, but once you go to the internal process, there is a lot of things are going to be involved here there. So first of all, so what are the skill sets? Even I told you, what is data science? Data science is a multidisciplinary field where we are going to learn various techniques we are going to learn, guys. Various techniques we are going to learn. What are all these techniques here now? What are all these techniques? The first technique which we have to learn is, or the first skill we have to learn is, how to do the data collection. The first thing is, we have to do the data collection is what we have to do, guys. Okay. So what is the problem in this data collection? Previously, some years before. So because I remembered hardly, guys, hardly it is 10 years before. It is not 50 years or 60 years before. So as part of the technology, trend, history means it is not 50, 60 years before. Previously, what we used to talk about that in beginning of 2000s, we used to say that in 1960s and 1970s, we used to say that. But now no people are saying that 1960s and 1970s, guys. It is almost in the beginning of 2000s. Even not only beginning of 2000, before 2010, hardly 11, 12 years back or 13 years back, we can say that. So 10 years back, I remember, guys, at that time, we don't have this many storages are not there. These many storages are not there, guys. Now you have got a data is going to be coming in multiple storages. Previously, what type of storages we used to have, guys? Like a very small basic storages like CSV, Excel sheet, database systems. Hardly 3 or 4 different type of storages only they used to have. But now we have hundreds and hundreds of storages we have got. So many different storages, mostly coming from cloud. Mostly coming from the cloud storages, are too many storages are there, guys. So that's why you should be knowing about how to take the data from various sources. So like examples are going to be like, we are going to be extracting, we are going to learn. These are all what we are going to learn, guys. How to extract the data from CSV, how to extract the data from Excel sheets, how to extract the data from, like for example, it can be from a database systems. Not only that, there are so many different types of storages, XML, which is going to be, we can say JSON files. Nowadays, JSON files are mostly getting used, guys. JSON files has become very popular. Whenever we are working with most of the cloud storages, we are going to be getting some kind of, and mostly we'll work with the JSON formats. So working with JSONs, cloud storages, so many are we are going to be having it, guys, etc., etc. So as a data, as a machine learning expert, you should have a skill. You cannot say that I know only how to extract the data from CSV file. I'll always work only with the CSV file. No, the client's data can come in multiple formats, multiple storages. So you should be in a position to extract the data from a different type of sources. Just for a quick understanding, I'm showing you guys. It's an not going to be our just I want to show in an easy way, like how many storages we have. For example, let me show you the Power BI, guys. Power BI is nothing but one of the data visualization tool. It's a Power BI, guys. Just to show you like how many sources are there. Just we can have a look into the concept ones, because using Power BI, I can explain you easily. I can show you what are the different type of sources are there. That is the reason. Anyhow, we have a Power BI training also in our classroom training. So see here, we have an option called as an get data. For anything, guys, whenever we want to work with the data, first of all, we have to get the data, guys. That is what we call it as data loading, data extraction, whatever we call it as data collection, whatever we have to do. So see, guys, get the data. Most popular common data sources are there, guys. Hardly few tens, only just a 10 different type of commonly used data sources are there. These are commonly used, guys. What? Excel workbooks, okay, SQL Server databases, analysis services databases, text or a CSV files, web databases, etc. But once if you click on the more, guys, there you can really find out like what exactly the how many sources we can see that. See, guys, all sources, we didn't counted them correctly, but we are having so many sources are there. If you want to see a categorized file, so like a categorized, you can see files. Files are going to be very few in number, guys. Which is going to be, it is going to be, if it's going to be file is going to be a very few in number, guys. Excel workbooks, okay, text or CSV file. I told you no, XML files, JSON files, Parquet files, PDF files, etc., etc. See the databases, guys. How many databases are there? Even I was a database expert. I was also a database expert working from almost all 23 years, 20 years I'm working from the database. Even some of the databases, I also never heard about that, guys. I heard mostly SQL Server, Oracle database, analysis services databases. And apart from that, MySQL database, we are having IBM DB2, IBM Informix is there, IBM Netza is there. So we have some databases are there, guys. But you can see how many databases are there here, we can see. So SAP HANA database is there, Teradata, PostgreSQL. These are common databases, guys. It is going to be Impala. Okay, Amazon Redshift is there. See, guys, how many are there? Google BigQuery is there. Okay, Snowflake is nowadays. Essbase, yes, absolutely. So some of the databases, I have never heard about those particular databases also, guys. So some of them I have heard, but some of them has been, I never heard about even some kind of a databases also. See how many database systems are there. If you work with the cloud, guys, Azure, sorry, guys. If you work with the Azure, you can see a lot of, guys. See, so all these are Azure SQL databases. It's the Azure, which is going to be blob storages, Azure, which is going to be data lakes we are having. So generation 1, generation 2. So all these are going to be some kind of the cloud-based, which are going to be Azure or cloud-based data storages, what we can have it. See, guys, how many we are having here now. So we are having so many such kind of a data sources are there. So hundred of 100 plus only, guys. More than 100 only we are having it, guys. So these are all the different type of data sources. Nowadays, storages are multiple, guys. So you should be knowing about how to extract the data from a different type of data sources. We have to know about that. So this is the data. Just to show you the concept only, guys. Don't worry about those particular applications. Okay, is only to show you the concept. Before 10 years before, guys, hardly 10, 11 years before, we used to work with a tool. Prior to the Power BI, Microsoft is having a reporting tool called as SSRS. SSRS is a tool which the whatever the prior of, which is the before Power BI we have it, guys. Hardly it is going to be now, even as of now also, hardly 10 different sources. That's it. They don't support CSV. They don't support Excel sheets. They only support only database system. That too, a very few database systems only they will support you. Beyond that, they don't support you, guys. So such type of limitations are there. Such type of limitations are there. Okay. So as of now, so today, as of now, 10 years back, whatever the data storage is, it has been almost it has been 10 times it multiplied, guys. Not 10 times, almost 10, 20 times it has been multiplied. So that many times it has been increased, guys. So that's a reason it is also nowadays a one of the important skill, guys. Simple, don't think that data loading means it is going to be simply what will be there reading the data. Different systems, different options. All files are not going to be of the same options. All database systems are not having the same options. All storages are not going to have the same options, guys. So the first skill we have to require is how to collect the data. So first we have to collect the data, because machines cannot directly they cannot take the data by themselves. So I said that data need to be, we have to give it to the machine. Who is going to give the data? As a machine learning expert, we have to do that. Okay, second step, guys. So after collecting the data, you cannot directly give the data as it is to the user, as it is to the machine. There is a lot of pre-processing is required, guys. There is a lot of pre-processing is going to be required. Okay, what is that pre-processing? You cannot immediately understand that, but I can just tell you some kind of an a simple example I'll tell you, guys. A simple example I'll tell you. For example, I want to feed some images to the machines, guys. Images. I'm not giving any data. Here data means anything, guys. I want to feed some images to the machines. See, there are some images are there. Just for some reason, I want to feed the images to the machine. Machine has to study from the images, guys. Yes, machines are capable to study from images. They are capable to study from audio files. They are capable to study from text files. Anything they can study, guys. Anything they can study. There is no need to worry about that. Structured or unstructured data, guys. So even yesterday I forgot to tell you the definition. What is data science is? Data science is a multidisciplinary field where we are going to be using various, as I said, the techniques, okay, methodologies. We are going to be using so many different types of processings, systems, algorithms we are going to use. Finally, to get the insights from the data. And the data can be a structured data or an unstructured data, guys. It need not to be always only structured data only. Your data, whatever the data from where we are getting the insights, need not to be always a structured data. They can be unstructured data, guys. Okay, just too easy to understand the data. What is meaning of pre-processing? So when I collect the images from the real world, let us say this, guys. One image is a size of, for example, first image is a size of, for example, let us say 180 by, let us say 275 pixels of data was there. My first image. Second image is of 93 by, let us say 180 pixels. Third image is going to be somewhere around 250 by, it is going to be 360 pixels of data was there. Images are counted in pixels, right? 180 by 275 pixels image, or 93 by 180 pixels image, 250 by 360 pixels image. So this is what exactly we are going to be talking about the images. But if I give the images like that, the machines can't study the data because each image is of a different size. Machines can't study the data. So we have to, first of all, we have to make all of them into one common size, guys. Every image need to be converted into, let us say that we want to convert this into, for example, every image I'm going to be gets converting into, let us say a 48 by 48 image, I'm going to convert it. Okay, you may get it out, why 48 by 48, why not other? Yes, you can do that, but generally I'll tell you what is the basic reason for that. There is a mathematical there is a mathematical reason behind that. Generally we do 48 by 48, 28 by 28, 32 by 32. Generally we are going to do this kind of an applications, guys. 28 by 22, 32 by 32, or it may be 48 by 48. Generally, mostly we are going to use these numbers we'll generally use this. Okay, so this is one kind of a pre-processing. But how I came to know that, that means first of all, you have to know that the file sizes are not of the same size. Your files are not of the same size. How do you came to know that? First of all, before feeding the data to the machine, first of all, we have to analyze the data first of all, guys. We have to analyze the data. Analyze means we are not analyzing the patterns and all these things. Analyzing the data means just verify whether the data is in correct format or not. If there is any wrong data was there, machine learns wrongly. If I feed the data wrong, automatically machines will learn, but there are going to be learns a wrong way of learning. They are going to do that. That's why we have to do some kind of a basic analytics we have to do, guys. As a machine learning expert, first I have to do the data collection. This will be done by the user only. Manually, we have to do it, guys. Second case is, it is going to be some kind of a data analytics. It is going to be data analytics is what we have to do, guys. So data analytics means nothing but where we are trying to understand how is our data was there, whether the data is in a position, because machine will learn the data, guys. Machines are going to learn from the data. So whether the data is in a proper format or not, such that the machines are going to learn. Once if you do the analytics, just now told, once if you do the analytics only, if analytics means you are trying to find out what is the size of the files, verify them. Each file is not of the same size. Each file is not of the same size. You cannot identify it directly, guys. There is a lot of process will be there. Don't expect that data is going to be comes in a straightforward, straight way we are going to be getting the data. You don't get the data like that, guys. You don't get the data like that. I'll just, if you want, I'll just show you one example, guys. Just a small example I'll show you once. Practically to make you understand the data, how the data will come and how we are going to be gets working with this. Don't worry, I'm just writing a simple Python code only. Don't worry about that. Just I'm going to be importing some libraries. Import, which is going to be pandas as PD. Pandas is one library, guys. Learning Python is very easy. Don't worry about that. So I just want to show you like how the data is going to come in, guys. Okay, don't expect that data is ready to use, ready to work. No, guys. Nowadays, data is not coming in a structured format at all. Completely in an unstructured format, the data is going to be gets coming here now. Can you give some examples where the factors we need to consider to analyze the data? Absolutely, but the thing is, first of all, we have to work with the data, Swarna. I can tell you, but it's going to be a little bit higher level data. Like, see, whenever we are feeding the data, like for example, just an example, let me show you the data. Simple example, I'll show you. Like for example, just an example, I'm having a data, just an example I'm taking. So I'm loading the data here, guys. Like for example, I just tell you the problem. SNS data equal to, it's a SNS is a data set, guys, which we are using it. It's nothing but the data which was collected from students data, guys. Some kind of a students data was there. So students data collected from social network. The SNS stands for social network students data. You can find this in online also. Just you go to online and type SNS data, you will get the data set, guys. It's a data set which was collected from social network for the students data, guys. SNS data equal to, I'm loading the data, guys. Read underscore CSV, C:/. Don't worry, guys. There is a data set called as an SNS data.csv file. Okay, I extracted the data, guys. Data is extracted. See SNS data dot, which is going to be the shape. it will tell you the shape of the data set as there are 30,000 records are there and there are 40 columns of data was there. So I want to show you, I can't make you to analyze all the 30,000 records manually, no guys. Just I'm showing you some SNS data.head. Head means it is going to shows you the first 5 sample records it is going to show you guys. The first 5 sample data will come like this. Okay. So if you can observe carefully, sometimes you can find some, the data was coming like NaN. NaN means nothing but missing data, guys. The NaN means nothing but it's a missing data. The data was missing. If we give this data to the machine, machine can't study the data, guys. Machines always requires complete data. They should not be having any missing values. So first, that's the reason, first of all, I have to analyze like what data we are having. See, this is one standard notation. Don't worry, SNS dot, I'm going to do something like this. SNS dot, it is going to be something like, what is the name of the column, for example, or SNS dot is NA dot, which is going to be sum. What it is going to tells you here is how many empty values are there in each and every column. It is going to tells you guys. There are totally 40 columns of data is there. In every column, how many missing values are there? It is going to tells you. Like gender, it is 2724. Age, which is going to be 5087. It's not only that, because I already know about the data. So you people think that, okay, age data is missing. Okay, fine. How to handle, I'll tell you later. But even it's not that about that. Age is not in a proper format also. Age is not in a proper format also. Actually, all these people, all the students' data has been completed their graduation in 2006 or 2007 or 2008 or 2009. We have 4 different years are there. A person who completed his graduation in year 2006. So if you look at the age column, age looks to be 18 years, 18.335, 18.875, 18 point something. But whenever if you see the data, I'm showing the data, guys. SNS data dot, it is age dot. SNS data dot age dot, if I said describe, you will get a complete analysis of the age data, guys. If observe the age data carefully, guys, minimum is 3 years data is there. Maximum you have 106 years is there. How can a person can have a 3 years age who completed his graduation in year 2006? Is it possible? Now, if I give this data to the machine, my machine studies in a different way. How it is possible to have 106 years who has completed his graduation? It's not possible, right? Isn't it? So if you have to identify what is meaning of analysis means, you have to identify whether your data is in a proper format or not. So these are going to be comes under the basic analytics part. I think you understood. Is that Swarna, right? Yeah. Got the point? So why we have to analyze the data? Yep. Okay, right. Okay, just coming to the other example, guys. So coming to other example, guys. So whenever we're talking about the data, as I said, the data is not always going to be readily available to read the data, guys. So there are so many factors will be there. There are so many issues will be there with the data. Just for a small timing, I'm just showing you, don't worry about that. I will import another data set, guys. I will import another data set. It is like it's a data equal to, I said df equal to data frame I'm writing, df equal to pd dot, it's read csv. I have a data is there. C colon slash, we have an images slash, not images, we have a data slash. It is age underscore gender dot csv file. Observe carefully, guys. What is this age underscore gender dot csv file contains? It contains somewhere around 20,000 records are there, guys. df dot shape. If you can see, there are 23,000 records, 23,705 records are there. If I show you the data also, guys, df.head, if I show you, what is the data it contains, if you observe carefully, guys, the last column is containing directly the image pixels, guys. Directly the data is going to be image pixels are available, guys. Images are there, no? Images pixels are available. How I feed the images, guys? Maybe when I started with the data science course also, I mean, initially they used to talk about that. We'll feed the images, we'll feed the images. I used to wonder like how the images are going to be feed to the data. So there are going to pixels and there are going to feed these numbers, guys. Okay, so images are nothing but just made up of numbers, guys. For normal people, images is meaning of a picture. But for data science people, image is a number. It is a numpy array, guys. It's just an array. Okay. For example, if I pick the first pixel, guys, that means first record if I pick the pixel. So what will happen? I'll show you once. It is going to be df dot, which is going to be pixels of, for example, 0. 0 means I'm going to pick the first record, guys. I'm going to pick the first record, guys. See, guys, it is a text data, guys. See this data, guys, it is a text data. It is not directly like a numbers. What they did is all the pixels, they concatenated them and they're given as a string value. If I give this data, machine can't study that. Okay, so I should know how many pixels are there. So I'm not doing anything, guys, just a small. I want to show you like what do we mean to say data cleaning and all these things we have to do, guys. So what I am going to do now is, I'm going to do some operation, guys. Don't worry. So import, and what I'm going to do is, guys, I'm going to split this. It's a string data, guys. It is nothing but a string data, guys. It's a string data. So very easy. It is going to be df dot. It is going to be pixels of, which is going to be, I'm working with only one record only, guys. I'm not working with all the records. It's pixels of 0 dot. If I say split, guys, immediately all the data is going to be splitted by using the space. Wherever there is a space is there, it is going to be splits in, guys. See, simple technique. I just splitted that particular entire string into this particular data I have been splitted, guys. But I want to convert this into numbers. Into an array we have to convert in, guys. So further, I uses a different libraries, guys. I uses a different libraries I'm going to be using, guys. Don't worry about that, what I'm doing this. So just a small idea so that we can understand it, guys. Okay, so this is the data. What I am going to do, guys, whatever the data we have got, I'm converting into a numpy array. So arrays are going to be nothing but it is going to be numpy array. Data type, I have to convert the data type also, guys. Data type is equal to, let us say integer 32, I'll say that. Don't worry about all these things. So this is your data, guys. Now, if I said this is going to be one image, this is image 1 equal to, this is one image, guys. Image 1 equal to, now if I said image 1 dot, if I say the shape, it has been got converted into, this is a single array, guys, which having 2304. But images are 2-dimension, width and height, both will be there. So we have to reshape it, guys. Don't worry, I'm reshaping it. I'm going to reshaping it. As I told you, we work with that. 2304 is nothing but it is 28 by 28 array, guys. We are reshaping into 28 by 28. This is going to be your image. Don't worry about what I'm doing that. So what I just want to say is all this process is going to be required, guys. 2304 is a 28 by 28, right? Sorry. 48 by 48, guys, because 2304 is 48 by 48. 50 into 50 is 2304. 28 by 28 is 784. 28 by 28 is going to be 784, guys. It must be 48 by 48. Now see, our image was formed, guys. This is your image. This is your image, guys. I say this is an image. But sir, where is that image is there? Yes, if you want to show the image, I require some other libraries, guys. So I want to plot it. Import. It's a matplotlib dot. It's a matplotlib dot. It is pyplot as plt, guys. I'm not writing any lengthy codes also, guys. There are very simple statements only I'm going to write. Plt dot im show of, which is going to be image 1. And it is it's an grayscale images. Don't worry. Color map is equal to, we call it as grayscale images, guys. Don't worry about that. So this is going to be a color image. It's a grayscale image, guys. plt.show. Grayscale means it's like a black and white image will come, guys. So see, guys, this is your image, which is a 48 by 48 image. This is a 48 by 48 image. This is the image what we can see, guys. But see, guys, how much process I have done all these things. It's not directly, don't think that data is readily available. You can immediately work with that images. If you want to show with another images, I'll show with another image also. I'll show you guys. Randomly, I'll pick an image. There are 23,705 images are there. Let me pick somewhere around 12,582 or 83. Randomly, I'm picking this image, guys. There only I'll do the reshape also directly. There only I'm going to do the reshape directly, guys. It's 48 by 48. So this time what I did, guys, same process. What I did is I have shown you with this image. Now, if you want to see the image, guys, I can show you the image. So this is another image, guys. I'm picking a random image, guys. Again 48 by 48. Every image is 48 by 48. But how I came to know about that? Only whenever I'm working with that particular data. So all these are going to be some of the pre-processing we have to do, guys. So we have to do some data analytics. I told you explain, no? So data analytics means we don't analyze the data, guys. We are just analyzing that whether the data is in a proper format or not, such that the machines can learn or not. If it is not in a proper format, what we have to do? So data analytics we have to do. Then we have done some kind of an data cleansing operations, guys. Just now I done no some kind of a data cleansing operations. Like if they are containing some missing data, what they have to do. If they are not in a proper range, what we have to do. All these are going to be comes under data cleansing. Next, sometimes we have to do data visualization also, guys. Even I also done it right. Even I done the data visualization, right? I extracted the data. I done some analysis on the data. I done some cleaning operations, and then cleaning operations are done now, guys. So it is data is there in a text format. I splitted the data, and after that I converted into numbers, and I converted into 48 by 48. It's a data cleansing operation, guys. And sometimes I want to analyze the data more and more with the help of data visualization. So all these are done by the machine learning expert. So you should know all these skills, guys. How to collect the data, how to analyze the data, how to data cleansing, and how to perform the data, which is going to be visualizations. Once your data model was ready, once you prepare your data model, there are some data modeling will be there. Later we'll discuss. Once the data model was ready, then what we are going to do, guys? Then we are going to do train the data model, or some people call it as, which is what we are going to call it as model fitting. Model fitting means nothing but where the machine is going to learn, guys. The people who attended the yesterday's class, if you remember, I've shown you yesterday model.fit, which is going to be x comma y. Yesterday, just for a small practical example, I've shown you guys. Model.fit is of x comma y. Immediately the machine has learned, guys. That's why we call it as model fitting. Training. We are giving some training to the model, guys. That's why we call it as train the data model, or what we call it as model fitting. This is the only step where the machine is going to be involved, guys. And that too, this is a main important step, guys. That is a main important step. That is our main target to study the data. All these are very easy, guys. Data analysis, data cleansing, data visualizations, all these are very simple skills only. But learning from the data, that is where this particular fifth step is going to be gets taken place by the system. This is the only step which machine is going to do, guys. This is the only step which machine is going to do, guys. Remaining all the work has to be done by the user only. I have to collect the data. I have to analyze the data. I have to clean it. I have to visualize it to understand the data. And I have to prepare the data model. We have to prepare the data model, guys. Then only the data is going to be able to learn by the machine. This is the only step which the machine is going to do. And that is the hardest step, guys, which machine is going to do. Don't think that machine is involving only in one step. You are doing the remaining steps. That is the most hardest step actually, guys, because machine has to learn from the data. Remaining steps, we are only helping the machine to learn from the data. But once the model has learned, immediately we cannot, you cannot start using it, guys. Model has learned, okay, fine. But how much extent the model has learned, that is what we are going to call it as an evaluation, guys. That is what we call it as evaluation of model performance. So this is going to be one of the main important factor, guys. So an entry point of view, or even if you go to real-time implementation, that is the most important step, guys. It is not just developing a model is not sufficient. Anybody can develop the model, but machines will learn, guys. Even if you give any dirty data also, machine will learn. But how much effectively the machine is learning is important. So we have to evaluate it, guys. When we'll prepare the data model. Yes, data model is going to be here. before giving to the machine, we cannot feed the data directly to the machine, right? So we have to prepare your data model and then we have to give it to the machine. That is before the step itself, before this step only. Before giving it to the machine only, we have to give. So like we have the model X, Y format will be there. What is Y, what is X, we have to prepare it. And then we have to give the data to the machine. I didn't return the step because that is a technical aspect of that. Okay, fine. So evaluation of the model performance is what we have to do that. What is meaning of evaluation of model performance? Like, okay, machine is learned. How much extent it learning is working correctly? How much extent it was able to learn? 80%, 90%, 100%. We have to evaluate it. This is the most important factor and the toughest concept is evaluation of model performance. Why? Because there are different metrics will be there, guys. How good your model was there? How good your model was, how good your model learned. So for that, there are some numbers are there, guys. Simple. There are simple numbers will be there, guys. If these numbers are more than 0.8, yes, your model is good. That's it. So like we have a lot of numbers are there, guys. Precision, we call it as recall. We have so many are there, guys. True positivity rate, false positivity rate. Okay. We have something called as an AUC, ROCs. So many are going to be there, guys. Like accuracy score. We have different types of scores also will be there, guys. So many different types of scores we have it. Okay, so all these are going to be based on this metrics only. We have to metrics based evaluation, guys. We call it as metrics will be there. How the good model, how much extent this model is working. Yes, I'll ask what is the precision score. Tell me what is your precision score. Your precision score is 80%. Your recall value is going to be 60% only. So how much extent the model is working, I'll decide it. But immediately models, even machine learning models also, immediately they don't give any 100% accurate, guys, because data is not that much clear data when you collect from real worlds. In real world, there are a lot of variations will be there, guys. That's why what we'll try to do that. Okay, we have got only 80% only, it is working correctly, guys. Is it possible to improve the performance? Yes, we have to improve the model performance. That is what we are going to call it as model tuning. It is going to be nothing but model tuning, guys, tuning the model. And finally, deployment. Finally, the deployment. Once the model has been tuned, yes, now it is 95% accurate. Then it is 95% is working effectively. 95% accuracy is there. Yes, I can deploy it and I can start using the application, guys. So these are the main, you verify, guys. You verify, go to any blog or any site. You ask the ChatGPT, guys, what is the steps involved? Same steps as it is will come. They will add some 1 or 2 extra steps maybe there, guys. That is a different cases because I didn't discuss about all the internal steps because it's just a demo class only. So once again, guys, data collection, data analytics, data cleansing, data visualization, evaluation of model performance, model training, deployment, all these are done by the machine, guys. Sorry, done by the user. The only one step is done by the machine, guys. That is learning. What the machine is going to do is learning. We are only supporting to the machine. Okay, I'm giving this data. You learn from the data. After you learn, tell me how much effectively have you, after you learn, I will evaluate how much extent you have been learned. I'm going to evaluate it, guys. So simple to write this step I told you now, guys. It's not the correct procedure, guys. So first of all, data is going to be given to an ML expert. First, the data is given to an ML expert. ML expert will do a lot of internal process and then he is going to feed the data to the machine. Machine is going to study the data and it is going to give you some kind of an insights. How much extent these insights are going to be correct, we have to evaluate them. And after that, we have to tune them. And after that, we have to deploy them, guys. Then you can start using the model. In this step is the only step where the machine is going to be involved, where the machine is going to be learned or the machine is going to be trained. But remaining all process is going to be done by the user itself, guys. The insights will be given by the machine. So the data was given to an ML expert. ML expert will analyze the data and do all these things. And after that, he is going to feed the data to the machine. The machine is going to give you some insights. How much extent these insights are working, evaluate them and tune them. And then we have to deploy them, guys. So this is your complete process of your any data science project, guys. You take a deep learning, you take a ML, NLP, anything you do, the concept is the same concept. Only data changes. Your algorithm changes, but procedure remains the same, guys. No doubt at all. So if you want, just I'll show you an example. I'm not going to show you practically. I'm not going to show because it's a very high level to discuss as of now. So let us ask the chat GPT, guys. Let us go to the chat GPT and ask it. Even last class also we have asked the chat GPT some few questions. So now let us ask the chat GPT. Tell me, what is going to be the steps involved? It is going to be steps involved. Let us say steps involved in you ask ML or whether you ask about data science project, whatever it may be. Steps involved in, let us say that in a data science project, guys. So you may be thinking again that we are talking about. So machine learning is one of the process or a technique we are going to use, guys. One of the process we are going to be using finally to get the insight. We are taking the help of the machine. That's it. So these are going to be some of the steps, guys. So these are all some kind of a non-technical, that's you leave it, guys. Let us talk about the technical concept, guys. Problem statement. First, we have to understand the problem. See, guys, data collection, data cleansing and pre-processing, exploratory data analysis, data visualizations, feature selections and engineering, model selection, which model we have to select, model training, model evaluation, model interpretation, model deployment. After that, remaining, guys, these are remaining: monitoring and maintenance, documentation, communication. Those are next level. Those are going to be as part of the business scenarios level. We are going to do that. They are not technical aspects about that. Technically, these are going to be the aspects, guys. As I told you, we have to do some data analysis, do some cleaning and pre-processing is required. Absolutely data visualization, storytelling skills, what we call it as. Model selection, model training. This is where the model is going to be learned, guys. So train the selected model using a portion of the data. Train set, this involves splitting the data into training and the testing, validation dates, and tuning the hyperparameters. Model tuning, guys. Model evaluation. Just you see here, assess the model performance using the appropriate metrics. Example, accuracy, precision, recall. Just now we're talking about F1 score, RMSE, root mean squared error. RMSE stands for root mean squared error. MSE stands for mean squared error, guys. On a separated test data set, cross validations can be also used. Model interpretation. So we'll tell that what are the model interpretation. And finally, we are going to do the model deployment. So see, last class we also discussed it, right? Deploy the model into a production environment if applicable. This may involve integration into a web application API or some other systems we are going to be using it, guys. Okay, so this is going to be all about the technical aspects and the technical applications. You ask anywhere, guys, go to any blog and verify. So these are the steps in the data science. Even if you ask the same thing, for example, if you ask machine learning also, guys, same thing it will tell you, guys. It does not tell you any different case. So in a machine learning project, or if I said, for example, it is going to be machine learning project, guys. It's going to be, I said machine learning project, I said that, guys. Same thing, it is going to be same thing only, it is going to tell you, guys. So see that they're also going to be the same step, guys. Nothing difference is there. Whether it is a data science project, because machine learning is a part of your data science, same thing will come as it is, guys. Got the point? So this is how, again, I asked it the same thing, guys. It is also saying the same thing as it is. Nothing difference is there. Even if ask for a deep learning, that also will tell you the same thing only, guys. There's nothing difference is going to take place, guys. So whether it is a machine learning project, or see, a machine learning project typically involves several key steps to go from problem definition to deployment, a working model. Here are the main important steps. You ask even for a deep learning project, what is going to be deep learning project, you ask, or AI related project, you ask, same thing it is going to tell you, guys. That's it. See the application, guys. Once again, a deep learning project typically involves the several key steps. Same thing, same application, same process, guys. Only thing is data changes. Your data changes. So you should be very careful with that particular data. Apart from that, nothing is there in the concept, guys. Hope all of you have got some idea about what we are going to do, guys. It's a quite interesting, guys. We don't write any logics. We don't write any code. We'll feed the data to the machine. Machines are going to study the data. That's it. Only thing we have to monitor is whether the machine is learning properly or not, whether it learned correctly or not. It's like we are the teacher. Machine is just like a student. Student is learning under the supervision of teacher. Same. Yes, absolutely, guys. We are having a terminology in data science. We have a terminology: supervised learning, unsupervised learning, reinforcement learning. We are having three types of learnings are there, guys: supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement learning. There are three different types of learning procedures are there, guys. Clearly, the name itself saying that supervised learning. So under somebody's supervision only, it is going to learn. Just like when we went to the school, under the supervision of teachers only, we are going to learn. But once you become adults, we are unsupervised learners. Nobody will monitor. But only thing is, we have to decide whether you are learning correct or not. Whatever you have learned, how much extent it is correct, all these things, we have to do that. So that is a basic idea about that. Apart from that, nothing is there in the concept, guys. Okay. So this is going to be some technical. Today I have just used some technical terminologies. So they are a little bit higher level for some people, but quite interesting concepts only I have really shown you today, guys. A little bit because you came to now some exposure, like some people asked some technical questions. I have been discussed about those particular application, guys. Okay. So that's it, guys. This is going to be the main aspect which we have to just understand before starting with our regular courses, guys. Okay. So that's it with these three classes. First class, I told you like what is data science. Second class, I told you like what aspects will be there. Today, I have shown you about what are the steps involved in your data science project. Okay. So these are the steps, guys. These are the main important steps which we have to involve here now. So what different aspects, different tools will come, different frameworks will come. We'll see them step by step, which we are going to learn it one by one, guys. Okay. So that is all about this particular concept, guys. So that's it for the today's class, guys. So today I don't have much discussion about that because already technically their discussions are already almost all completed. So with this, the demos are completed, guys. From next class, I'm going to start with my regular classes. My main classes will start, which is going to be, we'll start with the Python classes, guys. So just introduction to Python, history of Python, basic functionalities, all these things. I told you, 2 weeks we are going to work with the Python, guys. After that, we are going to move towards the NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn, then machine learning will come, guys. Okay. So that's it about from my side, guys. Now, yes, we have sufficient time is there. Sufficient time is there. If you have any questions, I can just take up so many questions from your side, guys. Yes, next class is on Monday, guys. Okay. And if I think so, some people has already completed some 3 demo classes. Generally, we'll give demo session. Demo sessions means just like we just want to give you some idea about like how our course curriculum will be there. Who has attended today also, guys, will get all the recorded videos. So with the 3 classes, hardly 1 hour, not more than that. You can just go through them and you can just decide. First of all, you have to decide is, guys, not my session. How is my session? Whether you are first of all, whether you are fit to this particular course or not. There is nothing prerequisite, but you observe carefully. Technically, there are a little bit higher levels. So I don't expect that like without having any, I'm not saying that you should be having the knowledge of some languages. You should be having the capability to learn. That is the first important aspect I require, guys. If I teach something, you have to be in a position to understand it. Okay. So like, don't expect that we'll discuss everything starting from the basic levels and all these things. We are going to teach you, but only thing is we have to understand it. We cannot teach like what is if statement, what is for statement. We cannot, that much level we cannot discuss it. I'll show you how to write if statement in Python. Even if you don't have any idea, you should be in a position to understand them. What is if statement? What is for statement? So I don't expect you have chosen, if you have really chosen the data science as your career, I don't expect that you are not that much dumb candidates. because generally dumb candidates means who do not have that much any idea about any programming or anything. So we treat them as a dumb candidates. So if you have chosen the data science means we don't expect that you are that much dumb candidates. At least some minimum knowledge or minimum experience, as well as we have some, at least you don't have a prior expertise also. You are having the interest to learn and you are having the capability to learn most of the concepts by yourself. So that is our main requirement, guys. So really, there is nothing prerequisites are there. Everybody is eligible to learn data science. It's not a programming language. First of all, data science is not a programming language, guys. So only the skills, as I told you, no, I'm going to tell you the skills only, guys. How to handle that? What are the mathematical techniques? What are the methodologies we have to implement? Those things only I'm going to be explaining that. If you can understand, that is sufficient with that. Okay. So how many sessions for a week? It's almost all, it's a 6 sessions, guys. It is 6 sessions. Monday to Saturday, only 1 or 2 weeks only we don't put a class on Saturday. Why? Because people will keep on joining, guys. So that's why what we will do is a little bit slow pace, 1 or 2 weeks, little bit slowly we'll take up the sessions. Even I don't take completely 1.5 hour session also. Maybe first 1 week I'll take only 1 hour class only, because people will come and join. They feel that some lot of things has been happened. That's the reason slowly we'll go for the first week only, 5 days a week. After that, we'll be having a 6 days a week will be there. Okay, fine. Just a second. Okay. Can you please post the demo link for class 2 and 3? Vishnu, no worries. My backend team is going to share you those details. One follow-up mail will come. In the follow-up mail, you can find out that recording videos. This is third class. Okay, first class and second class. This is third session. Okay, don't worry, Vishnu. You will be getting the recording video to that. My backend team will send you a follow-up mail to you. Okay. Yes, Raj, how many sessions per a week? As I told you, 5 weeks, 6 days a week, right? Sir, in this course, all projects are end-to-end and sir, in computer vision, is there any chances to cover transformation models in computer vision? Yes, Devansh, yes, you can cover it, but whatever the algorithm you are talking about that, like whatever the transformer models we are talking about that, they're little bit higher level for generally, we don't want to touch that, because if we touch them, all those things, the people will get confused with that, because a lot of maths and all these things is there. So no worries, no worries. I'm going to guide you to learn that. Computer vision is there. We are working with ANNs, we are working with CNNs. Okay, up to CNN, because I told you, you have seen that no images are there. Computer vision, as part of computer vision project will work. We'll work with ANNs and we're going to work with the CNN algorithms we are going to work. So whatever the encoders or transformers you are asking about that, yes, we will discuss it, but only what I'm going to do is, I think, because you may require for some project work, I can expect that why you want specifically that algorithm means maybe you are doing some project work, or as part of your project or as part of your research, you may be requiring about that. Yes, we'll do that, but it's not along with other candidates, other people. We'll do it separately we'll do that. Okay. So as an offline, like not in the regular classes, we'll do it in a separate way. Okay. I'll guide you to how to work with that particular transformers, what are those, and we can implement those particular projects. Okay. Yes, Raj, how 1 year it will be available. Timing is same, right? Yes, Ranjit, timing will be the same, 6:32, which is going to be 8 o'clock.
So
Okay.
is it after the course completed, the recorded session will be available till 1 year?
Yes, 1 year it will be available.
After the completion of the course, right?
It's not after completion of the course. I think total sessions are going to be available for 1 year. That means starting from your course starting. That means from the starting itself. And for example, if I take the starting date as today, it will be there up to the next September 21st or 22nd, it will be available.
Okay.
Okay, got my point. So that means it is
In
counted as
case-
a first video will be available for 1 year.
Okay. In case if we want more support on those videos, will you be able to keep?
Yes, you can do that, but that confirmation you have to get it from Durga Soft people once, my backend team.
Okay.
Okay.
So what would be the duration of the entire course? Means end to end?
5 months, 6 months.
Okay. And do you have any curriculum? Means
Yes, we have a
okay.
curriculum. I have a curriculum. I think you have joined today, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
Just a minute. I'll share you those particular details also. Let me take the other questions and I'll give you the
Sure.
course curriculum also. Yeah.
Sure.
In the syllabus provided has 200 plus topics, Rakesh. Yeah, how it will be covered like topic wise? Yes, conceptual wise, each and every conceptual wise, and each and every topic wise will be there. Each and every conceptual wise and topic wise will be covered, guys. Okay. So, like for example, you can see the course curriculum very clearly. So let us say that I'll start with these are in demo classes. So next classes, when I start with the Python, I'll start with the Python. It's first concept I have to discuss. In the Python, first history, what is the features, all these things. First day, second day, we'll start with operators. Third day, we are going to be working with some kind of a sequences. Fourth day, we are going to be working with the list. So conceptually and according to the same, whatever the topics we discuss, that we are going to be doing that. Okay. So yes, Raj, for any queries, how do you reach out to the instructor? Yes, we are going to create a WhatsApp group or a Telegram group we are going to create, guys. Okay. So with that particular group, we are going to share, not immediately because student has not yet started registering. By the end of the next week, you will be creating, we'll create the one group, guys. Maybe a Telegram or a WhatsApp group we'll create it. And in that particular group, we will be gets communicating, guys. Okay. All the materials, sharing, instructions or any updates, everything I'm going to do it in the grouping itself. And even I also yesterday also shared my number and my email ID. In the later, whenever you require it also, you can just mail me or you can text me to my WhatsApp number. Once again, today also I'll share my contact number and my email ID also. Okay, fine. Any certification we are going to cover in this session. Any certification means, Raj, any certification we are going to cover in this session.
Yes.
You are talking about which certification you are talking about?
Yeah, I think data science, machine learning, Azure, ML, or
Those are okay. You're asking
Mm.
about those certifications.
yes.
So we have the certification, but we don't have a completely like a full-fledged like an Azure and all these things. We don't have a full-fledged certification on this. Microsoft is having one certification program is there on based on this AI and ML concepts. That absolutely you can prepare for that particular one in the case, but it is not like a full-fledged. It is not like a complete certification is not available on the data science.
Mhm.
Okay. So just asking if any topic is not included curriculum, would you provide? Yes, absolutely, Raj. If you have any, people will ask me like, we want some so-and-so deployment procedure like this or deployment procedure like this in this way. Yes, absolutely. See, I was also, I'll also keep on learning, updating myself also. So obviously, whenever any new concept comes, obviously I'm going to take it up. And that because that is also my advantage because I am also going to learn some kind of a new things. So that I will update them in the next batches. So obviously, if you see my old batches also, obviously there is an updates in every new batch. Something new concepts I will learn, something new implementations I'll do it. So it will not be exactly the same example, same code, same application will not be there. That's why in every new batches, every batch, I'm going to type the code because the example may not be the same. The scenario may not be the same as it is. So absolutely, if you have any other doubts, any other extra concepts, please let me know. I'm going to learn and I'll explain to you, or else at least I can provide you the resources related to them. Okay, fine, guys. Yeah, I will just share my details, guys, to everyone. So you can just share. I'm just sending my details, guys. So this is my contact number. So 8080777717. I shared it in the chat window, and also my mail ID also. Yeah. So I shared my mail ID as well as my contact number. So if you have any doubts, you can just feel free to contact me. Just text me, guys, better. Okay. I will be in sometimes I may be in corporate level, corporate trainings. As of now, I was in corporate training, right? Some corporate trainings are going on. Some I was busy with them. So please text me. I'll try to respond. At least if even one or two people also message in me. But I didn't respond to them at least by the end of the week because by the end of the week I'm going to share you those particular. I'm going to respond to your messages also, guys. Okay, fine. So just a minute. Full stack data science. Where is that? Right. It's going to be a full stack data science, guys. So I'm just giving you one file, guys, one Excel sheet, so that you can just download and you can get to know like how the course curriculum is there, guys. Yes, obviously, referrals means what we are going to do here. Referrals means absolutely, if we really have a referrals, we are going to do that. But generally, we are going to get referrals as internships, generally, mostly as an internships. Not at a higher level, we don't get a referrals. But if there is any job opportunities which that comes to my LinkedIn profiles or something like that, obviously, I'm going to share it in the groups so that you can apply if we are suitable for that particular positions. Okay, and even I was an alumni of IIIT Hyderabad. So even from IIIT Hyderabad also, as an alumni of IIIT Hyderabad, we'll also get a lot of job requirements. So generally those job requirements also, I'm going to share it to you. So in the case, if you are eligible for that, or if you are going to be suitable for the position with the experience, you can apply for those jobs. Okay, I'm giving a support, not referrals. I'm going to give a support for the jobs. Yep. Right, guys. So that's it for the today's session, guys. Okay. Thanks all of you for joining for the today's class. And your next class will be on the Ranjit, that depends on your expertise, what skill you are having, because I've shown you multiple skills, right? So it depends on which skill you want to show, depending on that. For example, if you say, I want to show some expertise on data analytics, 2 to 3 years you can put. If you're saying that machine learning, you can put some around 4 to 5 years of experience. I'll tell you guys, like how to show your experience. Okay. So it's going to be, I'll tell you like exactly, but depends on your expertise and what are going to be, how much level you can put all these things. I'll tell you in the coming applications, the coming sessions, I'll tell you about that. Okay, fine, guys. So this is going to be the what we can say about that. So that's it. Yes, that's why saying no, Devansh, it may not be like, as I told, we are having some, you can't show the experience. You have to show your expertise in that. If you're a fresher, you have to show your expertise. So expertise on the technology. So internships, you can apply for the internships, or you are also having some jobs, like you can find the jobs, guys. Even with the 0 years of experience also, you can find the jobs, but not that many jobs. If 90% are there for experience, only 10% will be there for freshers. So if you can show some expertise in that, in your, as part of your interview or as part of your whatever the exam or test, whatever you have taken, obviously we can get a job. So freshers also can find the job, but as I'm saying that no, 10% opportunities, 90% for experience. Okay. Yes, absolutely. Will there will be any support after the course completion? Yes, absolutely. We'll be having the group as it is, which is almost all. I completed my course 1 year before, guys. That means 2 years before the batch was started. Still, the groups are maintained. Generally, they will ask me like sometimes whenever they get any such kind of any issues are there. Obviously, the group will be there, and obviously we can have a support from our side, no, without having any issues. Okay, fine, guys. So that's it, guys. Hope all of you have got your answers from my side. So let us end up the session for today, guys, and we'll meet upon Monday's class, guys, same time. And I'm just giving a small update. Maybe the link will changes, guys. In the case if link changes, they will send you a mail to your email ID. So before joining the session, please get some update just go through your email once. If any new link comes, please join with the new link, or we can join with the same old link. Or else, if you have any trouble in logging in, text me, guys. Okay, I've given my contact number now, so please text me directly. I will just check it out what is an issue. If it is problem with the link, I'll share you the new link to you also, guys. Okay, so thanks for today, guys. And one more, if you are satisfied with the course, my course curriculum and all these things, you can start getting registrations, guys, because once you get registered, you will be getting the access to the drives, your every day-to-day videos, class notes, materials, okay, free videos, all this immediately they will start up, guys. So if you want to really start your learning journey, so please get registered for the course, guys. So I think already you got the mails, and already my team has already updated regarding the payments and terms and all these things. So you can just complete off all your payments and all these things in the next 2 days. And from Monday onwards, we'll be getting the drive access, all the class notes, materials, all these things we are going to be getting, guys. Okay. So that's it for the today's class, guys. So thanks all of you, and hope I'll see you all of you on the Monday's class, guys, at same time. Thanks all of you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Yes.